Hello again, everyone. The inspector back with you. Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, about 4:40 in the morning. Did a head shave off camera, but gonna do a face shave. We're gonna leave the mustache hair going for another couple of days. It's healing up rather nicely. It's still, maybe 2-3 weeks from totally healing. Rough day yesterday. Wife is back in the hospital, unfortunately. Just a stressful day at work, and so hopefully today will be a better day. We'll see what happens. Want to get a good shave in. So, all right. So what are we going to use? Let's start with the soap. Travel size here. Taylor of Old Bond Street. Jermyn Street collection for sensitive skin. This has a very just nice light cologne scent. Okay. Quality of Taylor of Old Bond Street is great. But it's the first time using this particular soap. Zenith Bore from Sterling. I believe this is maybe the 29 millimeter. I have the 29 to 31. Nice heavy handle. The short loft relatively doesn't faze me because it's pretty darn soft and splays well. No issues with that for me. For some of you maybe, but anyhow. Got the soap in my Hayless Inspector's Den branded Death Star bowl and neon green. Like you've seen, I also have the gray one with no Inspector's Den on it, but okay. And we're gonna be using Parasso Pre-Shave to start. We're gonna finish it up with Blue Barbershop Razor Rock, always great. And then the razor, I bought a lot of mostly all of my vintages off of eBay. And you just gotta examine them closely and see how they are before you buy them. This is no exception. This is the Gillette Knack, English made, twist to open, non-adjustable, very nice condition. I gotta say. It's very nice. You might have seen the Chinese made one that's non-adjustable that I got for $1.25 at the dollar store. This is sort of a copy off of that, although this is a twist to open version. And we're going to be using a new blade. I got off of Razor Blades Club. I think I got 100 of them. They come in packs of 50. They were $9.99 a piece. I bought 2. See how it goes. From India, the Gillette Winner blade. They're supposed to be decent. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So I'm going to twist and put in my blade. Okay. And lock it down. Very nice. Locks great. And we wash the face out before. We're going to wet it, put our pre-shave, do our lather, do the shave. So we're going to get some of this. This is the blue, the vitamin E in the blue. I like this the best, as you guys, I said before on this channel. So I'm going to work that in really well to get my beard prepped. It's very important. Now, I'm just going to put tiny drops of water to thin it out just a tiny bit to get it a little more slick, all right? So it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm not dictating. I just doing what works for me. If it works for you, great, you know. If it doesn't, you do your own thing, all right? So that hasn't changed. I got my new barber towel here that I've had for years that I'm just breaking out now. Retired some old ones that have been around since 2014. Okay, so next we're gonna wring out the brush and we're gonna start in with our lather. I had a friend who says I can't get a good lather out of doing a bowl. I don't know how he does it, but you know, you start with the damp brush and you just slowly work it in. TOBS is great because, you know, it just lathers up like no one's business, like crazy. And right off the bat, I got most of it off the bowl into the brush and off the sides of the bowl. We're gonna add some water here and see how we go. Love these Zenith board brushes, and it's nice that Sterling picked them up and did a deal with them. Okay, and here we go. That's what we want. We'll apply, and the coverage on this is great. One of the best creams, especially if you're starting out. You can find Taylor Old Bond Street everywhere just about. And they're not overly expensive. Most of the time you can get them between 13 and 17 bucks around there. There's some that are more expensive than others depending, but always a great lather for sure. Okay. There we go. I will dry my hands, heat up the blade. All right. And first pass with the grain, as always. And okay. Mild shaver, I expected that. Blade feels very good so far. Feels pretty darn nice. All right. And other side. Yeah, they made millions of these Gillette Knacks back in the 60s, 70s, and I believe even into the 80s. So they can be had for not a tremendous amount of money on eBay. I forgot what I paid for this. I think I paid like, I want to say 18 or, yeah, about that. If I'm not mistaken, 18, 20. Okay. Well cared for. I'm having another, an Astra twist to open, like your Slim Twist has a white handle. The English made a lot of those, but this one is from a Czech made that I'm expecting today or tomorrow. So I really love the vintage razors like this, along with, you know, your Gillette Super Speeds, the whole bit, the whole line. The only one that is a little bit too mild for me is the blue tip Super Speed, but this is fine. This is really Mild but nice. Point of reference, if you have the Feather Popular, this feels just like that as far as aggressiveness goes. All right, so we're gonna rinse that. We're gonna rinse our face. Okay. I'm gonna go in with the more lather here. Just goes on so nicely. It's like silk, you know? Just like silk. Now, I've used a decent number of Taylorville Bond Street soaps, and it's just a matter of what scent you want to pick, okay? This was sort of, I didn't know what this smelled like, this Jermyn Street. It's nice. It's not overpowering whatsoever, as most of them aren't, but of the Taylorville Bond Street soaps, creams, I should say. But yeah, you just can't go wrong with this brand, in my opinion. Just saying. All right, we'll heat up the blade again. Second pass, we'll go against the grain. And as thin as this handle is, it's very comfortable. It's about 4 inches long. No gripes. It has ridges, so vertical ridges, and sort of rubberized, hard rubber type thing. So, but it feels very nice, easy to grip. Okay, no issues whatsoever. Even if you have soapy hands, you can still get a nice firm grip on this razor. And I'm gonna go along the bottom here. This is against the grain for me. You guys, it may be different. It's all about knowing your grain and how to shave it. Once you know that, you're halfway there. As important as, yeah, the razor's important, but the blade is especially important, because that's what's against your skin, and it has to be agreeable with it. And this blade is really nice. It's not a cuttingly, ultra sharp, but it's plenty sharp enough for me. It almost feels to me like a Nasset blade, almost, yeah. But yeah, it's just ultra smooth. Now, push comes to shove, I think you want smoothness over ultra sharp and not so smooth. That's why with DE blades, feather is not my thing. Some of you like it, and that's great. Some people I've seen cork it in a cork once or twice, but no, I'm not up for that. I don't want to have to do that to make my DE blades work. I'm just not up for that. So this combination is really good with the razor and blade in conjunction. Yeah, nice smooth. I'll go. Buffing. Maybe next shave will lightly go over this side, just like a one pass deal to start with my mustache area for a week or so, whatever. maybe on the weekend we'll do that. We'll try to do one on the weekend for you here. And I also have the TOBS lemon lime zest that I want to work in sometime in the future, especially, you know, when the weather gets warmer. I like citrusy stuff happening here in my shave soaps and everything. All right, so yeah, it's just such an easy shave with these mild vintage shavers. I just think they're great. So, trick is, once you get a really nice example of any vintage razor, do yourself a favor, keep it, don't sell it. Unless you're really hurting for some dough. I mean, it doesn't pay to, you know, if you don't have a really great reason, you know, just don't like it or whatever. But I don't recommend, you know, selling your vintage razors just because, okay? Now, there's some residue on it. I'm gonna flick it off, and and just dab it with my towel on a dry towel. And all right, so this has one shave. I do expect to get 3 good shaves out of these Gillette winter blades from India. Okay, we'll put that back on the rack. I'll dry this up. And of course, rinsing with hot water. I don't do the bowl thing to get residue and have my razors all gunked up. I think that's not the right thing to do. So it's hot water rinse, wipe it down. I let this air dry as is, open, until when I come home from work. Okay, so this goes back up on my rack. All right, and so yeah, so that was the Gillette Knack 1969 English made TOBS Jermyn Street, excellent. Zenith bore brush, sterling. Okay, gonna rinse my face. Oh yeah. Trick is always getting the the cream out of my ear. And huge residual slickness on my face. All right, so we'll wipe this down here. Let's see. All right. Yep, the Parasso pre-shave was great. Some of you guys use pre-shave, some of you don't. It's totally up to you. However, for added slickness and protection, a little bit of protection, but slickness, if you're doing straight razor shaving, it really makes sense to me to try to maximize the slickness on your face with your shave cream or soap along with that, okay? And So we're gonna put this back on my wall of soaps, and we'll use the Thayers for our face. Just a sad note, Anthony McPherson, some of you guys might know from a long time. He lives in New York City, in the city area. He passed away. We just found out yesterday. It's sad. Anthony was a great guy. Every time I see him, he had a smile on his face, and it sucks, you know. And the longer you're connected with this hobby, this is going to happen. You know, I can go talk about, you know, Anthony just recently. I remember Rob Frank, who I knew. It's just sad, you know. These guys weren't that old either, so just, all right, I'm gonna put some Thayers on my face here. Love the spray thing. All right, so we'll let that settle in, and this is really a really great end to a shave, even if you don't use any splash. Or what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use it. I've used this shower up, put my Razor Rock Blue Barbershop on, and then I'm gonna finish it up with some Barbus Active Balm. In the winter I use balm, spring, and my skin, my face is a lot drier, so I do tend to get dry skin on my face if I don't use any moisturizer afterwards with the dry weather. But we're sort of getting out of that now with spring, a lot of moisture, a lot of rain, supposed to rain for the next couple of days. So, but that's what you expect. Anyhow, guys, I've covered everything. Yeah, I just can't argue with the results here. Just another great shave, great products, really nice razor. What can I say? All right. We've had some rough ones too, but 98% of them have been great. So this is one of them. All right, guys. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday or Wednesday coming up. And hopefully we'll see you, you know, Friday, Saturday type of thing. I want to try to see if I can get 2 videos in this weekend. We'll see what happens. All right. Until next time, this has been the Inspector, David Fernicola. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon.